Good morning. Jose here with sailing vessel Reverie. Actually on our way to check out Reverie. Hurricane Elsa went through last night, and thank goodness it was not a big event at all. We had some wind, about 20 knots on the high end in this area, and just very little rain come through. Right now we have some of the straggling rain coming our way. Maybe another 2 to 3 inches. That's what they're forecasting, but that shouldn't cause a problem. That should be pretty much like any other normal summer day here in Florida with our rainy season. So I'm gonna go check on Reverie, make sure everything is fine, and see what we got. So we had right now we're supposed to be on low tide. High tide today is supposed to be 10:48 this morning. So the water that we have in here right now, most of this water is really from the storm surge. So this is why it's important to check your tide tables and make sure you know how that's going to play with the storm surge, so you can assess what you need to do with your boat. So let me show you what this looks like here. So our low tide today was supposed to be minus about 1.5 feet, and right now, if you look at the water, is right underneath the dock. Let me see if I can zoom in. You can see about half of that support board under the dock is underwater, and Reverie is floating all nice and high. But you can now see the height of the pylon as compared to the top of Reverie. So if this would have been high tide, which is coming here shortly, around 3 hours from now, you're gonna see that the Reverie is actually up high. And if we would have had the high tide with the storm surge, Reverie would have been sitting above the pylons, and we would have been walking in water right now on this dock. So everything looks good. Pretty much all of our preparations worked as planned. I'm going to move Reverie out, reposition the fenders, just to make sure that they're protecting, because we're still going to get a little bit higher today. So just want to make sure that we have plenty of bumper protection against the pylons. So I'm going to reposition the bumpers, and because the tide is going to go higher. All right, so to provide a little bit more protection, I doubled up the center bumpers and moved the bottom bumper up. And what this is going to do is, even if the tide goes up a foot, at least one of the bumpers will be fending off against the top of the piling. Now, what I may do in the future is I may put a board here going up, and back there going up maybe a foot or two, just to ever, it'll keep the boat from ever going over the pylon, which is really the risk in this situations. Looking at it from the other side, everything looks good. So right now, nothing to do until storm surge passes and goes away, and then we can come back and kind of reset Reverie. Now, for those of you folks who have boat lifts like this one, you always have to make sure you leave your boat high enough that if you get storm surge, water comes over the dock, if it goes up a couple of feet and you're not high enough, your boat's gonna start floating and more than likely slide out of the boat lift. So just because you're in a boat lift doesn't mean you're immune to the storm surge. So you have to kind of plan for those things as well. All right, so that's our update. Thanks for all of those who wrote checking on us. We really appreciate it, and we'll keep you posted on our progress here as we come out of the tail end of Hurricane Elsa. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.